Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely.
Hi guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you are not. Today we're going to be talking about Kevin Samuels. Rest in peace, Kevin. He passed away, which is really sad. But we're going to be talking about, some of the comments that have came out since Kevin has died. A lot of people are saying they're so happy, they're celebrating, they're glad Kevin died. They didn't like the things he had to say, they didn't like his opinions, he had upset them, they were mad, and they thought it was okay to go on Twitter and be saying, let's party, black women, let's be happy, everybody, let's be happy that this guy had lost his life. I'm gonna say this. I watched some of Kevin's videos. I wasn't that familiar with Kevin's content, but I decided to start watching him. And I'm gonna say, okay, some things he says, some people may not agree with. A lot of people thought he attacks the over 35s. He says, you're over 35 now, you're not really a catch. Why do you want a guy that makes 6 figures when you don't have that much money yourself? Do you think you deserve a guy that makes 600k a year? Do you know the small percentage that make that much money? What are you bringing to the table? What are you bringing to the table that makes you deserve, this rich guy, this great lifestyle? He made some women may have watched his content and felt like he was saying you're shelved, your expiry date's over, and they were offended, really offended. He worked for professional women a lot and said, you're not the catch you think you are. And he knocked a lot of women's self-confidence down because after talking to him, they felt like they're going to have to really lower their standards to be able to get partnership, to be able to find someone to settle down with, and for marriage. Now, I am going to say this. Whether or not you agree with Kevin, that's absolutely fine. You don't have to agree with him. A lot of women, as I said, felt attacked by Kevin. They didn't like him. And I haven't seen all of his content. But from what I've seen, some points he makes are valid, some are not valid. It all depends on what your opinion is, what you're looking for in life, and what you believe a woman's role is. But to celebrate his death is absolutely out of order. I don't think, from what I've seen, he did anything bad enough for people to be celebrating the fact that this guy has died. He's not a murderer. He is not a serial killer. Nothing like that. So to celebrate his death, to me, seems cruel. He has a mother. He has family members. He has friends. He was a human being on this earth. He made his contribution to the earth, whether you like the contribution he made or not. It was optional if you wanted to watch him. And to be honest, people that decided to go and talk to Kevin and get advice from him about relationships and where they're going wrong, they must have known the type of opinion Kevin has. So you had the option of just staying away from his channel, not going to this relationship guru for advice, because he gives out advice that is controversial, advice that a lot of people will not like. I see a lot of guys, support some of the things he says. They're probably, the main people that watch him all the time and stuff like that. But if you didn't like his content, you also had the option of not watching him. But as I said, he was controversial. Some things he said were offensive, of course. Do I believe everything Kevin Samuels said is correct? No, I do not. But I think to sit here and celebrate his death is just out of order because his family can see that. And, death is a bit harsh. What he said did not warrant death. I mean, the things he said didn't even warrant a prison sentence. So why do you think we should celebrate this poor man's death? Come on, guys. Think about this. If one of your relatives said a few controversial statements, about relationships, we've all been at the table with them family debates, and you're debating with the uncle, you're debating with the aunt, you're debating with your relatives, and none of you agree. Sometimes you go home and you're salty. You're like, damn, his opinion's really getting on my nerves. Her opinion's getting on my nerves. Like, sometimes you're salty, sometimes you're touchy, sometimes you feel like that opinion was directed at you and you didn't like it. But if they died, you would be sad. You wouldn't want the next person to say, why are you sad that they died after what they said at that debate you lot had on the dinner table? Remember what they said last Christmas? This is a person, this is a human being, guys. Let's say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Let's, celebrate the positive things he did say and the positive contributions he did actually make to YouTube and society as a whole. You know, let's be the bigger people. Let's say prayers for his family. You know, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another one.